this month we're trying out something a little bit different. Now we're almost going back to the very beginning where it all started for me. We're doing a review from Round Hill Roastery and what could turn out to be a cult classic, the Claude. But let's see how this one holds up. Is it worthy of cult status, or is it something that could be easily forgettable? Let's have a look on this month's coffee review on coffeewithgpa.com. Now the Claude by Round Hill Roastery has been a coffee that I've been looking forward to trying for a long time. And by a long time I do mean several weeks. But when you're really looking forward to something, several weeks can feel like an absolute eternity. So why am I so excited about trying this coffee? Well, first of all, when you start seeing this little face pop up left, right and centre, you start to see it on social media, and every coffee house within a million-mile range seems to have this on their shelves. It immediately makes you think there's something to be excited about. Now this particular Claude coffee is based on an Ethiopian Sidamu. Now the Ethiopian region is fantastic for lots of citrus and floral noted coffees. So if you are perhaps new to coffee or you just like something a bit more mellow, Ethiopia is definitely the region you want to look into. So the other bonus of this coffee is that it's actually certified as EU organic. So if you do like doing your shopping for organic foods, this will definitely be one that you want to put on your list. Now we want to give this a little smell first to see what sort of flavour notes we're expecting, and I've been told to expect lots of floral notes, lots of citrus notes and some blueberry. Let's see what we actually get inside the bag. Now the interesting thing about this, on first sniff of the bag, if you want to put it that way, you don't tend to get a very sweet smell like you do with some of the other Ethiopian coffees. Instead you're greeted with this almost earthy type of feel and more of a sour fruits type of back note. So when we're talking about blueberries, I kind of understand that. It's not the most pungent of coffees, but there's certainly a little bit of aftersmell, aftertaste, after scent there, which is quite pleasant. Now the roast is a fairly medium roast as well, and this particular one has been roasted to a filter profile. So one thing that we really need to look at, how does this actually taste when it's made? One thing trying it in the bag is a completely different scenario when we try it as an actual drink. So let's give it a go and let's see what we get from the actual coffee itself. Okay, so we are freshly brewed and ready to go. So I've just done this essentially as a single shot where I've run extra hot water into it, so I do have a much longer, just in this case, black drink. Now the colour of it is lovely. It's like a caramelly colour, and it's had a nice little bit of crema on top as well. I've allowed it to cool a little bit first. I do like longer coffees where they feel very clean, where you can almost see the bottom of it. There is an element of that that's really good. It's not too heavy, but it's equally not too light at the same time. So, taste test time. And it's just super mellow. This is the sort of thing that I would really enjoy at the end of a meal. Now, there's going to be those elements where you fancy a nice espresso after a good meal, and I tend to do that whenever my wife and I go out. But there is something really, really good about a very smooth, nice, easy to drink coffee where the flavours are very, I would say, almost understated. They don't jump straight out at you and almost frighten you with their potency. Instead, they actually produce something that is almost elegant in its flavour. And it's just super, super smooth. Very much those florally citrus flavours with a little bit of acidity on the back, certainly on my taste anyway. But that is really enjoyable. Now, I think in this case, as we said at the beginning, reputations can precede you and can, on the odd occasion, lead to over-promising and under-delivering. What has this actually done? Could it be a cult classic, or could it be a massive fail? Well, actually, I think it's great. It's very difficult to displease me with the coffee, but I do certainly see a future for this one, certainly while it's still available, and it's really enjoyable. If you can get your hands on it, expect to pay around £12 in your local coffee shop. But is it actually worth it? Would you feel like the money is well spent? You really would. You really, really would. And this has just been made on one attempt. Now, Something that would be really good would be if you had an opportunity to perhaps change grind settings, try something a bit finer or perhaps something a bit coarser. Try it in your AeroPress as well. There is a link below so you can grab an AeroPress should you not have one of these, and also a Rhino Wares grinder. Great travel pack if you are looking for something to take on holiday with you. Now certainly with these flavour notes and this profile, this is a really good coffee to get your hands on while it's still available. So check out coffeewithgpa.com and grab yourself a bag now. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I hope you get an opportunity to give old Claude a little bit of your time as well. So I'd like to thank you again for watching this review. I look forward to seeing you next time when we have another Round Hill roast, this time a Kenyan coffee, and we'll give that a try then. So until next time, take care. This has been coffeewithgpa.com.